Hey, friend. Welcome back to Grow My Business podcast, the show where we talk all things sales and marketing without living on our phones or living on social media. We're not doing that anymore. We broke up with that. I'm Lindsay Fletcher, your coach, cheerleader, and fellow small business owner. And I still haven't recovered the music for the intro of this podcast. So thank you for bearing with me until I get that sorted out. I have no idea where I bought it from, so I can't just log in and download it again. A few weeks back, I mentioned in a previous episode that my computer died. Like nothing happens to it. And anyway, I lost all my files, including the music for this podcast. So anyway, I hope you're having a great week. And I want you to know that before I hit record here today, I prayed for you and your business, and I pray that this episode is just what you need to grow this week. So today is episode 73. I can't even believe we're like almost to 100. Anyway, I want to talk about something that I've seen over and over again with clients, students, and with the people in my community. Marketing may not be your problem. You've probably been told that you need to post more or run ads or go viral. But if you've been doing all of that and you're still not seeing growth, it's time to talk about what's really going on, because marketing gets attention and sales is what makes you money. So I want to dig into this a little bit together here today. All right, so let's start with the myth. The myth is that most small business owners think that they have a marketing problem. And when I really get in and look at their marketing and their sales, here's what I find. They're getting attention, they're already having conversations, and most of them are already generating leads. But they don't know what to do when someone is interested. It's because they don't have a clear sales strategy to move that lead from a maybe and an interested stage of the sales funnel to a yes. So let's break down marketing and sales again. Marketing is your awareness that gets people aware that you exist and interested in what you do. And then when they engage with you in any way, sales is what picks up from there. Sales is what converts your leads, or the people that are interested in your business and what you do, to actually money hitting your bank account, okay? And what your business needs is both. It needs both marketing to draw people in, and it needs sales to convert those leads into money, okay? Now, if no one knows your business exists or you are not getting leads, then yes, marketing is your problem. So let's go through 3 signs that marketing isn't the issue and that sales is the issue, okay? So number 1, you have leads, but they're not buying, or they're not converting to sales. So people are DMing you, they're commenting on your posts, they may be even hopping on calls with you, they're calling your business, they're asking questions, but they're not saying yes, and they're not moving forward. That's not a marketing issue. That is a sales skill gap, okay? Number 2, you don't know what to say during a consultation, or you don't know what to say to lead them confidently through a sales conversation where they say yes at the end of it. So if you're winging it every time, you're likely missing important buying signals, or you're talking your way out of the sale without even knowing it. So again, if you don't know what to say during your sales conversations, this isn't a marketing issue, this is a sales issue. All right, number 3, you avoid following up because you don't want to be salesy, or you don't want to bother the person. So you're not closing the loop because you're afraid of sounding pushy, but spoiler alert, most people aren't saying no, they're just busy. Most of the time, potential customers are not circling back to you or coming back to you on their own because you are solving one of many, many problems that they have in their life, and they aren't thinking about us as much as we are thinking about them, because this is our job, this is our livelihood, we have to think about them a lot, right? So it's your job to make the next move. And when you've had a conversation and you're at the point of following up, that's not marketing, that's sales. These 3 things are signs that sales is actually the missing piece. You don't actually have a marketing problem. And again, if you are not getting leads, then that's an indication it's a marketing problem, not a sales problem. But you need both for your business to thrive and grow and produce a sustainable income for you. So let's talk about what to do in those 3 instances instead. You don't need a flashy funnel or a viral TikTok or a post that thousands and thousands of people see, okay? You need a simple, solid conversation strategy. So we're going to work through these 3 right now, okay? So number 1, you need to know what stage of the process that you're in. When people don't know how to sell and they don't know the process of selling, they will often pitch too early. So I want you to stop jumping to the pitch, and I want you to slow down and ask some questions. I want you to really understand the problem before you offer your solution, because in some instances, customers will come to you, or potential customers will come to you, and you can't actually solve their problem, but you'll never ever know that if you don't ask questions, okay? The second thing I want you to do is I want you to practice talking about results, not just the features. So you want to focus on the transformation that's going to happen for them instead of talking about the facts or the features of the product. So let me give you an example here. In real estate, if you have a buyer that is looking for a 4-bedroom home and they want to make sure that their twin daughters each have their own room. I'm making this scenario up if you can't tell on the fly. But let's say you have a buyer just like this and you are trying to sell them on this home and it checks the box for them in the bathroom category, or numbers of bathrooms, right? So you want to focus on what's going to happen in the mornings when the girls are getting ready for school. And once they each have their own bathroom, they will have space to get ready in. They won't be cramped or crowding each other. There'll be less stress. There will be more peace. You want to focus on those things instead of this bathroom has this many square feet, or this bathroom has this types of features, or this bathroom needs the upgrades or doesn't need the upgrades. You want to talk about more in terms of the way the space is going to transform their life, rather than the features and the facts of the property, right? Okay, and then the third thing is you're going to follow up like a pro. You're going to track your conversations, you're going to set reminders, you're going to keep showing up, and trust me when I tell you, you are not being annoying, you're being helpful. I was actually recently reminded about following up multiple times, even if you're hearing crickets, by a girlfriend of mine who also owns a small business. She owns a fitness franchise, and she was talking about how she follows up and what her process is. And because she tracks her conversations in a CRM, a customer relationship management software, she can tell you her average of how many follow-ups she has to do before someone purchases. So she knows that if her average is 9 touches, or 9 emails, texts, and phone calls, she'll do those 9 so that she can make the sale. If she knows that there's 3 follow-ups required, she'll do the 3, right? So you can start tracking and making decisions based on data rather than just, oh, I don't think they want me to contact them again, or I don't think this is working, right? When you can track your conversations and you can show that you have an average of 4 follow-ups before someone buys, then you know you have to follow up 4 times on average, right? So anyway, you're going to follow up like a pro. You're going to track your conversations and you're going to keep following up until they say no, or they tell you they've purchased from a competitor. And even them, you want to re-engage them at some point in the future. Okay, so if you're nodding your head right now and you're like, yep, that's me, I avoid follow-ups, or I don't know how to talk about what I'm selling, or I don't even know what a sales funnel is, or let alone where my clients are in the sales process, you are exactly who Sales Simplified, my self-paced sales course, is for. It's 7 weeks to selling with confidence. I'm not kidding when I tell you that most businesses don't have a marketing problem, they have a sales problem. And the reason is that most small business owners and their teams have never had sales training. And the truth is you can learn how to sell. It is not an inherent trait that people are born with. It's a skill that can be learned. It's not a personality trait. It's not who you are. It's a skill that you have. And inside the course, I walk you step by step through what to say, how to prepare, how to follow up, and how to close the sale without feeling fake or pushy, or without feeling like you have to promise the moon that you know you can't deliver just to get someone to say yes, or without having to drop your prices in half to get someone to say yes, right? So whether you're talking to a warm lead, or you're showing up to a consultation, or you are in the DMs or in email with someone, you'll finally have a plan to put in place, and you'll know what to say, what to do next, and how to move them to the next stage. So here's your next step. I want you to visit sales.lindsayfletcher.co. That's sales.lindsayfletcher, lindsayfletcher.co. You'll see the link to the course. You can read through the information there. If you're still not sure, let's hop on a call and we can talk about whether this course is the right move for you and your business. Oh, and by the way, I'm pretty sure that this is a write-off in your business. Business education is a thing, okay? So you don't need to do more work. You don't need to post more. You need to sell with confidence. And I will show you exactly how in Sales Simplified, in 7 weeks, you will be selling with confidence, okay? So again, sales.lindsayfletcher.co. That's it for today. Don't forget to hit that follow button so you don't miss next week's episode, where we will be diving even deeper into building a business that grows with strategy, not stress. I'm cheering you on to building a life and business that you actually love. I'm praying for you, and I will talk to you next week.